Good afternoon, RhinoCats, and welcome back to Language Thursday. It's that time of the week where we are going to explore all things written communication. And remember, communication is just how we express ourselves or share information with others. And part of being a great communicator is the ability to put together complete sentences. Last week, we talked about how to write a complete sentence. We know that a complete sentence begins with a capital or uppercase letter. It's going to end with a punctuation mark, like a period or a question mark or an exclamation point, depending on what you're saying. And most importantly, a complete sentence conveys or shares a complete thought. So it's going to include a who or what our sentence is about. And we talked about how a who or what in our sentence is called a subject. And specifically, this subject is going to be a noun. And today we're going to be reviewing what a noun is and practicing identifying or finding nouns in a sentence. So a noun is a type of word that every sentence must have. A noun can be a person, like a student, a teacher, a basketball player. A noun can be an animal, like a lion or a dog or a hamster. A noun can be a place, like a park or a school or a city. A noun can be a thing, like a tree, like a table or a sock. And a good strategy or way to tell if a word is a noun is to ask yourself, can I use one of my 5 senses on it? And remember, our senses are seeing, smelling, tasting, hearing, and touching. So if you can use one of your 5 senses on it, if you answer yes to at least one of those questions, then the word is probably going to be a noun. So let's take a look at a few words to determine whether they're nouns or not. So I want to take a look at this first sentence, Mom bakes a cake. And I want to take a look at mom. I know that mom is a person. I can see my mom, I can hear my mom, so I know that mom is going to be a noun. If we look at bakes in our sentence, mom bakes a cake, I know bake is an action. That's something that I can do. And remember, if it's something you can do, that word is going to be a verb. That word is going to be the action part of your sentence, which is really important to a complete sentence, but it's not a noun. If we go over to cake, though, which side am I going to point on cake? I can definitely taste a cake. I can see a cake. And I know that cake is a thing. So cake is definitely a noun. Let's just go through and point out our other nouns that I see. In the second sentence, I know that girls is a noun because girls is a person. I can see girls. I can hear girls. Soccer is also going to be a noun. Because soccer is something that you can see. It's something, it's a thing, something that you can do, but it can also be the subject of a sentence, right? Soccer is fun. That's going to be our who or what. Going down to our third sentence, blue is the best color. My nouns are going to be blue and color. I know this because blue is something that it's a type of color, right? It's something I can see. It's a thing. Same with color. So if I can see it, remember, if you can hear it, if you can feel it, if you can touch it, it is going to be a noun. If it can be the subject of a sentence or the who or what our sentence was about, it's going to be a noun. So let's look further at some of the questions you guys may have to answer today on IXL. So once you go into your assignments, your individual assignments in the description box below this video, you can find the links that will take you to your assignment. And you may be coming across questions that have a picture. So this picture says boy. It is a boy. He's wearing a little backpack. And it's asking, is the noun a person, animal, place, or thing? I know that a boy is a person, right? A boy isn't an animal. It's not a place where you can go. It's not a thing, right? He's a person. So you'd click person. If it was a doctor or a teacher or another type of person, you'd click person. Another question you may see, find the one noun. So we've got to be careful too. If one is underlined or bold, you just want to look for one. If it's asking you to find two nouns, you're going to click on two, right? But it's telling you, once again, a noun is a person, animal, place, or thing. So that's nice that they remind you of that definition. Now we've got to go in and look at these words and figure out, is it a person, place, thing, or animal? Can I touch it? Can I feel it? Can I see it? Again, I don't know what an again looks like. No. By, by. I know that I see this when I look at the author of a book, right? By whoever your author is. I can't see or feel by. It's not a thing or a person, so, or place. Airplane. Okay, yeah, I can see an airplane. I can touch an airplane. I know what that looks like. It can be the subject of a sentence, right? The airplane is big, or the airplane is fast. And it's a thing, right? It can technically be a place too, right? You can get on an airplane, you can go inside an airplane. So that would be my noun here. I'd click on airplane. That's the only one I'd click on because it says just one noun, and those other two words weren't nouns. Another question you may see, it's going to ask you, is the word in bold, or the word that is more bigger, is outlined, excuse me, is it a noun? So we got to read the sentence and determine if the word in bold, which we see here as sat, is a noun. The passenger put his bag on the train and sat down. I know that sat is an action word, right? It's something that somebody can do. I can sit. I can't really see sit though, or feel it. It's not a person, place, thing, or animal. So sat, it's not a noun, right? It's a verb. It's an action word. So you'd click no for this question because sat is not a noun. All right, guys, good luck on your assignments today. Remember, just click on the link next to your initials in the description below the video. You're going to be identifying nouns. So identifying those words that are a type of person, place, thing, or animal. Good luck.